I graduated from Northglenn High School in Northglenn, Colorado about 3 years ago, and now I'm studying to be a computer engineer. That's my major with a computer science minor. And right now I'm doing a lot of work under Dr. Chen for the REU program, and that'll be continuing over into my senior design project this coming year. I'm actually working on two projects. One of the projects is some people in this lab are currently working on an amplifier for an optical chip. I'm actually working on the other part of that. We need to be able to convert a light signal into an electric signal. We use something called a photodiode where we just shine the light onto that and we get electricity out from there. So I'm doing a whole bunch of testing on those chips. And I'm also testing just general circuit designs because we're trying to find a way to prevent solar rays from creating errors on chip. But in order to do that, we need to know how probable errors in different areas of the chip are. So I'm working on a script right now to try to categorize different nodes in a circuit to see where we really need to deal with this problem. In the classroom, you learn basically all these textbook things, and all the problems have answers in the back of the book. And with research, it's not really that. It's completely outside the bounds. There's no answers or anything like that. You learn all sorts of things that you wouldn't have even thought were even a problem in the industry, and that's really valuable to me because I am curious about how things are done in the industry and how those problems are solved. And in the classroom, you get a good idea of the basics, but you don't really seem to get a good idea of how things work outside in the real world. And through research, that's a nice window for me to get a glimpse of what's going to be going on out there and what I'll be doing in the future. The VLSI portion, which is basically silicon design, is really interesting to me, and I'd kind of like to follow up on that and different aspects of that. As for research or design, at this point in time, I'd probably like to lean more towards design because I think it's really cool to go build something and at the end be like, I've done that, that was my project, I made it work, I sweated through all of it. And I think that would be really, really cool to actually apply everything I've learned through here. I'd probably like to go to grad school at the same time because I think the more I get into it, the more I realize there's very little that I know out there, and I think continued education to get more of an idea of the basics out there so that when I get into the industry, I can actually be able to contribute that much sooner. Scholarships has really helped me concentrate on more of the learning aspect of college and less on the work at McDonald's or whatever to try to make your way through. And that's really been a benefit because a lot of your time, especially as you get deeper into your college career, junior year, I had no time at all. And it was really nice to have all that extra funding so that I could focus on the classwork and really try to get more out of my classes versus what I would if I was having to juggle my coursework with a job. It's really nice to put a name to the face because until then it was just the Walter Scott Jr. Scholarship, and that really doesn't mean too much to you. But once you actually meet the guy and you see the achievements he's made and really just get a chance to thank him for helping you through, that's really something that was very valuable to me, and I was very happy to be able to do that and actually have a line of communication with him. NSF at the end of the REU program does ask that you write a paper on what you're doing. So it's been a kind of an ongoing progress. And just have to basically sum up what I've been doing and try to put it into words that people can understand and hopefully be able to duplicate my work and carry it on. And then in terms of the senior design project, we also have to write a paper to turn in, but also with the unique opportunity that Dr. Chen's offered is my project is something that nobody has really done before. So I'm hoping that in addition to that, I can also write a paper that can talk about the things that I've discovered that people might not know and try to also build an industry tool that people can use to check for these errors.